I am going to show you what I made with the Fur Baby 6x8 paper pads from Simple Stories. I've already showed on a previous video the cat's meow, so a cat themed mini album, but today I'm going to show you a dog themed mini album. Hi everyone, this is Debbie from Project 39 Mini Albums, and as part of my Smash Your Stash series of videos this year, I am smashing things that are in my stash. Now, truth be told, I really just purchased this. It was a Black Friday special, so it's been a couple of months, but there was a good deal on 6x8 paper pads, and I love Simple Stories, and I loved this. You know, you don't know what you get sometimes with these Black Friday specials. It was an assortment of 6x8 paper pads, and it was a real good price. So I said, you know what the heck? And I not only got one of the Black Friday specials, but I got two. And it worked out really well for this one because this Fur Baby paper pad is cats and dogs. So as you saw, I made the cat album. Here is the dog album. So that is what I made with what was left of this. I had a couple of small pieces that I did put back in my stash because I have other Simple Stories collections, and those colors will match with a lot of the other collections. They were pretty generic, like the check, the plaid, whatever you want to call it. Anyhow, this is a dog themed mini album. I did use blue cardstock, a light navy blue, to cover the album and to make the pages, because that was a predominant color in a lot of this paper, and I thought it just looked really good. So I took this pattern of the dog bones with little hearts, put it on white cardstock, put it on yellow cardstock, and then put that on my blue mini album base. This measures 5.5 by 7.5, and it is a 2-inch spine. There was a couple of cut aparts. One had this dog on it, and one had what said Fur Baby, so I just thought that was cute. I didn't have any extra ephemera, so I had to make use of what came in the 6x8 paper pad specifically. But let me take you inside and show you. And I also have a tutorial. Previously, I was smashing my stash using scraps, and I used a honeybee collection from Cardabella, and I did a tutorial on my channel on that, and I used basically the same tutorial. This has 4 pages. That tutorial, I did make it 4. The original honeybee had 5 pages, but still, I show you how I did it. Although I did 2 pages with pockets, 2 pages without. Yeah. So here I had a little, this was actually a tag I cut down and made that a little tuck spot. And I loved this wolf paper. In the honeybee collection, I did cover this with just some plain cardstock so you could use it as a photo mat. But here, I just liked it. I mean, they're all so cute. They all have personalities. But I did include a photo mat so you could put a photo on there and tuck it in, and there is just a card. There was one page that had all of these journaling spots, so I utilized that. Here's another one of those journaling spots. In each of the pockets, there's going to be a folder. Now this is 4.25 by 6.25 by 4.25. So I did cover the front of these, but you could still put a 4x6 photo right on top of here, or you could cut it down so you still see some of the side, or make it really smaller. I don't know. But inside I didn't cover it, so you could put your 4x6 photos there without any problem. These are top-loading pages as well. I think the cat book, this was smaller. Oh, well, no. This is 3 3/4 wide by 6.5 tall. That's the white part of it. So if you had a 4x6 photo, you'd have to cut it down a little. I'd get in there. Yeah. It really, I guess it would have fit, but I was afraid it wasn't going to. But it would have fit if I made it 4.25 by 6.25. So again, here's another pocket page. That was, I think it was a tag I just cut down. They were 4x6 cut aparts. I think there was just one page of it. So there is that. I like the flowers because it coordinates. There's your folder. And then I also had these in my stash. So what I do is when my scrap bin, so this is where I put my scraps of plain, well, not just plain. I do have some pattern paper here. I guess I should open it the right way. I usually just put everything on top. So here's some of the paper that came from that. But that was a nice pattern. When I'm bored or every couple of weeks, I'll go through here and organize it in Roy G. Biv color fashion. And then when it gets really thick and I can't add another thing to it, I will go through and I will start die cutting some of my larger scraps so I can use them in projects like this. So here, well, this actually is a white piece. I also do it with my black and white cardstock. So here's a white photo mat that is I don't know, it's just got dots around it. So there's a photo mat to put a photo on. I also left it open, and that was a tag. It says, "You're a ball." I don't know if that's proper grammar, but that's okay. All right, there is your top-loading photo mat. And then here is another place to put a photo, a square one this time. And again, I left it open, and there is one of the journaling cards. I did add on this page this paper. I had some scraps of it, because when you cut this down, this 6x8 paper, you're going to have 1 inch and 1/8 or 1 inch pieces of paper. So I had those and I just added it to this paper just to have it coordinate a little bit more with that. This is one of the journaling cards. On top of that, I cut down one of the little tags and put that cute little doggy there. Here we go with the folder, so you can add more photos to it. Another page. I didn't have any ephemera to put on here. I mean, I guess I could have put that on there, but I didn't. And then here's another folder. I did leave it sort of on the plain side. Again, there was no cut aparts. I mean, there was this one page of 3x4 cut aparts, but I didn't have any stickers or anything there. So that goes in there. Another place to put a small little photo. I did take a tag and put some baker's twine on top of it. There's a top-loading photo mat. And here's another page with almost a square spot for a photo, journaling spot. These were the little tags that I had. I just thought they were cute. I liked the green and the yellow and the blue. This, by the way, came from totally different collection, but the color was pretty good. And there's another little journaling spot that said woof. And there's the back. I just put that on there. It says date. And then when I was all said and done, I had a lot of these strips. So I just took a piece of copy paper. I put 2-inch double-sided adhesive and laid my scraps on it diagonally and then cut it down so it would fit on my spine. I thought that was a good way to use up a bunch of scraps, right? So that is it. So now I've shown you both books that I made using the Fur Baby collections from Simple Stories. 1 cat book, 1 dog book, and 2 empty paper pads. I made a little pocket because I had, uh-oh, did I have another little scrap in there? Oh no, I used writing paper. Yeah, so that is it. So I finished up these 6x8 paper pads. My theory is it's all right if I go ahead and splurge on something like that Black Friday special, as long as I start using it. I don't want it to sit and collect dust in my stash. So I decided every time either a free choice or the small paper pad thing rolled around, I would slowly work away at these collections. So by the end of the year, I don't have any of these. I think I had 26 of the 6x8 paper pads. A lot were duplicates, not all of them, but a lot were duplicates. So, you know, if I'm going to do one, maybe I can mix and match and do 2 mini albums. But I thought that was good use of that paper. That's what I wanted to show you today. Thank you so much for watching, and have a fabulous day.